Hello and welcome to the Beyond Threats webinar, where we untangle the complexities of fashion logistics and sustainability in a rapid changing regulatory landscape. My name is Ron Thijssen, and I'm delighted to guide you through today's session, Navigating EU Sustainability Regulations, a topic that's not only timely but increasingly essential for any brand operating in the fashion and lifestyle space. In the next few slides, we'll break down what these new rules really mean for your business, in plain language with practical advice and a touch of honesty about the challenges ahead. Because the truth is, sustainability is no longer just about good intentions, it's about meeting legal requirements, consumer expectations, and future-proofing your supply chain. So let's get started. Let's be honest, sustainability used to be a nice to have. Now it's the law. And not in a vague someday this might happen kind of way. No, the EU has made it very clear. You will clean up your supply chain and you will like it, or not. The fashion and lifestyle industries are in the spotlight and pressure is real. But the truth is, these changes are about to future-proofing your business. It's not about punishment, it's about resilience and relevance. So today is about helping you avoid panic. Prepare smartly and, ideally, not get fined. If you have tried to understand EU law and thought, is this written in a secret language? You're not alone. There's a structure to it, like a slightly over-engineered IKEA shelf or like a layered cake. Treaties, regulations, directives, national laws, and somewhere in there, a few helpful tips that aren't legally binding, but still make your life easier. What matters most? Which rules you must follow and which one you should follow if you want to sleep at night. Now, before you start sweating, no, you don't need to memorize acronyms. What's important here is to recognize that these aren't just single rules, they form a web. One regulation covers your product design, another covers what happens if no one buys it. And yet another decides how you package it, or whether you're allowed to destroy it. So yes, it's a lot. But we'll help you through untangling it in one thread at a time. Think of this one as the EU's way of saying, we're not just regulating what you do with the product, we care how you build it. Durability, repairability, recyclability, these are no longer marketing buzzwords, they are requirements. And if you're still designing as if things will just end up in a landfill, that train has left the station and it's electric. Imagine if every product came with its own resume. That's what we're dealing with here. The DPP is the EU's way of saying, we want receipts. It tracks where things came from and what they're made of, and how green they really are. This isn't just about traceability, it's about trust. And no, you can't Photoshop the details. For decades, fashion brands have quietly dealt with unsold inventory by, well, not dealing with it. And now, the disposal backdoor is being shut. The EU is essentially saying, if your product didn't sell, you can't just pretend it never existed. We're moving into a mindset of circular thinking, resale, reuse, reimagine. If your brand's plan B has always been a bonfire, it's time for a new plan. Here's where things get spicy. The EU has taken the idea of you break it, you buy it, and flipped it into you make it, you manage it, forever. That means brands are now responsible not just for producing goods, but for what happens after consumer is done with them. It's a bit like parenting, only instead of kids, it's packaging, textiles and electronics. And they never move out. What's changing on packaging? Packaging used to be the last minute detail. Now it's center stage. You're going to need to rethink how you wrap, label and recycle every product. And yes, the EU is watching and they will know if your package is more plastic than planet friendly. Let's just say, if your packaging isn't smarter by 2030, it probably shouldn't exist. And this one hits close to home for anyone who's ever tried to fix a jacket zipper with a paperclip. The right to repair is all about giving products a second, third or even a fourth life. It's not just about being sustainable, it's about being fair. Consumers are being told, you bought it, you should be able to fix it. And companies, you're being told, make it possible. No more secrets. No more, sorry, that part isn't available. Just tools, guides and transparency. How can Bleckmann help? Okay, if your head is spinning at a little, that's understandable. These aren't small changes. The good news, you're not expected to navigate this alone. That's where we come in. We help brands make sense of it all. Whether it's compliance tool, supply chain data, or guidance on how to actually meet these rules, we are your sustainability sidekick. We're not here to make the rules, but we are here to help. Also, we've released a series of practical ebooks that break down these regulations into digestible real-world insights. They're free to download from our website. No legalese, no fluff, just what you need to know. Thank you very much for joining us on this webinar on EU regulations. My name is Ron Thijssen, and I'm happy to see you at our next webinar, Beyond Threats by Bleckmann.